What's going on? Amy, what were you thinking getting involved with your sister's fiancé?
Huh? What are you talking about? Sarah, I would never do something like that.
I've been watching you both for weeks. Don't think I haven't noticed.
You're being paranoid. Dan and I just happen to run into each other sometimes.
Don't play dumb. I have evidence from a private investigator, you know.
A private investigator?
I trusted you. I even told you about our wedding plans, all while you were sneaking around behind my back.
You actually hired someone to spy on your own sister? That's crazy.
Dan had been acting suspicious lately. I finally saw message notifications from a woman's name, but when I confronted Dan, he quickly deleted all the messages to hide the evidence. So, I decided to hire a private investigator.
Isn't hiring a private investigator super expensive? You're planning to get married to Dan soon. Isn't it stupid to spend that much money on infidelity investigations?
It's cheap compared to having my life ruined, and sure enough, the investigation turned up solid evidence of you and Dan. I have photos and videos of you two going in and out of hotels.
Those could be anywhere. You're just seeing what you want to see.
I have the exact dates and times. Want me to send them to you?
Oh, well, if you know that much, I guess there's no point hiding it. Yeah, I've been seeing Dan.
How long? Tell me how long this has been going on.
Doesn't matter. He chose me in the end.
Finally admitting it, huh? Why on earth would you have an affair with your sister's fiancé?
Well, Dan's rich, you know. When a guy treats you to expensive champagne like that, how can you not fall for him?
What?
I actually haven't told the family, but I started working at a nightclub. Dan became one of my regular customers there. Now he's both my boyfriend and my most important client.
What? When did you start working at a place like that? You just started your first job as a college graduate this spring.
The corporate life just isn't for me. You wouldn't understand.
What wouldn't I understand? Having responsibilities?
Well, I quit the company after a month. Getting up early and commuting every day was just too much work.
What?
So, I decided to work at a nightclub instead. If you're young and pretty, you can make way more than working a day job. Working a regular job is just stupid.
I knew you were lazy, but I never thought you'd start working at a nightclub for that reason.
At least I know how to have fun. Not everyone wants to be boring like you.
Being responsible isn't being boring. It's called being an adult.
But I can only make easy money like this while I'm young, so I was looking for a rich customer to marry. That's when I met Dan.
I can't believe that Dan would go to a place like that. Doesn't seem like the type.
You don't know him as well as you think you do. He has a wild side.
The Dan I know would never.
Just so you know, I was surprised too. I didn't think he was that kind of person. But then I noticed his expensive watch, so I decided to make a move. And boy, did that work out! I had no idea Dan was worth $3 million.
$3 million?
Oh, Sarah, don't tell me you didn't know anything, even though you were dating him.
I know Dan works at a big company and makes good money, but I've never heard anything about him having that much in assets.
See, this is why he chose me. I actually pay attention to what matters.
Money matters more than loyalty? Than family?
If he hasn't told you something this important, I guess that shows how little he really loved you.
What did you say?
He tells me everything. His dreams, his plans, his investments.
While hiding our relationship from me. How noble of him.
I was thinking of just playing around with your boyfriend, but I can't give up on this one. I'm going to marry him.
What?
You heard me. He's mine now.
After everything we've been through as sisters.
So yeah, you should break up with him now. Dan and his $3 million are mine. Thanks.
Hey Dan, what exactly do you want? Being engaged to me while dating my sister? I don't even know what you're thinking anymore.
Huh? How do you know about me and Amy?
Don't act surprised. You've been distant for months now.
I've just been busy with work.
I had a private investigator look into it. You've been acting cold lately, even though we're supposed to get married soon, and they found plenty of evidence of your affair.
What?
Those late nights weren't at the office, were they?
You had me followed?
By the way, my sister already admitted everything. It's too late to deny it now.
I see. Then I won't make excuses. I'll be a man and admit my relationship with Amy.
A man, a real man, wouldn't cheat with his fiancée's sister.
I didn't plan for this to happen.
Don't act so proud about this. How could you cheat with your fiancée's sister? At least promise me you won't see Amy anymore. You'll break up with her right away, won't you?
No, I can't promise that, and I won't break up with her. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm gonna marry Amy.
What?
I know this hurts you.
You have no idea what this feels like.
Amy is surprisingly domestic and kind. Plus, she's super cute, and she looks amazing in her club dresses. I've fallen for Amy more than you.
That's ridiculous. I'm good at cooking too, and you said you loved how domestic I am.
It's different with her.
Different how? Because she serves you expensive champagne?
It's expected for a serious girl like you to be good at cooking. But when a nightclub hostess is good at cooking, it's like the contrast between what you'd expect from a hostess and what she's really like is surprising, you know? It's unexpectedly cute.
What?
You're too predictable. With Amy, there's always something new.
So, our whole relationship was boring to you?
If that's how you want to put it, sure. Anyway, I'm breaking up with you and I'm gonna marry Amy.
You're really serious about this. So, our wedding is canceled? We just sent out invitations last week. I've invited my friends, and you even invited people from your company.
Who cares about that stuff? I'm quitting my job anyway.
Really?
I've got bigger plans now.
Just like that. Throwing away your career?
Didn't Amy tell you? I have about $3 million in assets right now. I've been steadily investing for a while, and my profits have been growing lately.
I heard about your assets, so that's what it was.
You never showed interest in my investments.
Because you never told me about them.
I've also started real estate investing with that money. It's been a huge success, so I'm gonna live as an investor from now on. That's why I don't care about the company anymore.
I see. So you and Amy will live happily ever after, huh?
We will. She believes in me.
While betraying your fiancé.
I'll pay you a decent settlement. Whatever you demand will be pocket change to me anyway. Just watch over our happiness warmly.
You really think money fixes everything, don't you?
It's better than nothing. You should be grateful.
Grateful? For you cheating on me with my sister?
I'm trying to do the right thing here.
The right thing would have been not cheating in the first place.
What's done is done. Take the settlement and move on.
Hey, Sarah. Did you get the wedding invitation yet?
Yeah, just got it by express mail. I was surprised when I saw it was an invitation from you two.
It's been a whole year. You should be over it by now.
You really think time erases everything?
I wanted you to be the first to get it. After all, as my sister, you should be the first one to congratulate us.
Yeah, but wow, you're having this ceremony at quite a grand venue. Isn't this venue listed in the invitation one of the most famous ones in the country?
Well, of course it has to be luxurious. After all, my husband's an investor who moves millions around. He told me I can do whatever I want.
My, what a generous and wonderful husband.
You sound jealous.
Of what? A cheater?
Oh, stop it. It was worth stealing him from you, Sarah. Thanks to that, I'm incredibly happy now.
Ah, is that so?
You should see our new house. It's amazing.
Good for you.
That's why I want the wedding to share some of my happiness with everyone. We're spending a lot on the party favors, and we're going all out on the food and decorations so all the guests can enjoy themselves. So, Sarah, you absolutely have to come to the wedding, okay?
I was planning to decline.
You're still bitter about losing Dan, aren't you?
This isn't about Dan.
Anyway, that's absolutely not allowed. You're the most miserable person among all the guests. That's why you need to receive more of our happiness than anyone else.
What?
Don't you want to see how happy we are?
Not particularly.
Having your fiancé stolen by your sister and still single. How pathetic is that? You haven't even gotten a new boyfriend since then, right? You've gone beyond miserable to rock bottom.
Who do you think is responsible for me hitting rock bottom? Being betrayed by both my fiancé and family. It's not easy to just move on and find someone new. It's hard to even trust people anymore.
You're being dramatic. It's been a whole year.
Some wounds take longer to heal.
Aw, that's so sad. Okay, I've decided. I'll arrange a special seat for you, right in front where you can see Dan and me up close.
What?
You'll have the perfect view of our first kiss as husband and wife.
Are you trying to hurt me on purpose?
And that way, you can watch our happy moments throughout the ceremony. I'm sure it'll make you want to find love again and naturally lift your spirits.
Don't be ridiculous. Who would want to go to a wedding like that?
Family should support each other.
Support? Where was your support when you were sneaking around with Dan?
You're really going to decline after I've been so insistent?
Obviously. I don't want to go to some shameless ceremony of a couple who got together through cheating.
I think it's more shameful to not attend. It's like announcing to everyone that you're still hung up on your ex. All the other guests will laugh at you.
What?
Everyone's expecting you to come.
To watch the happy couple who betrayed me?
I promise you'll be glad you came. We're already spending over $200,000 on the wedding. You'd regret missing such an amazing wedding.
$200,000 for a wedding? That's incredible.
Only the best for us.
That's quite excessive.
Excessive? This is nothing. When you have a successful investor husband, this much is expected. I won't forgive you if you skip a $200,000 wedding. Your family, and as my sister, of course you'll come, right?
Well, looks like you're the one who's going to be at rock bottom next.
What?
I can't believe you're spending that much on the wedding despite everything that's going on. In a way, I admire you.
What's your problem? Spending $200,000 on my wedding isn't going to ruin my life. Dan has been really successful as an investor, and he's increased his assets even more over the past year. We've got more properties now, too, worth about $10 million total.
Have you checked those properties yourself?
Of course not. Dan handles all that.
But it seems like your precious $10 million has turned into almost zero.
What?
Maybe you should ask Dan about his recent investments.
Stop trying to ruin my happiness with all these lies. You're just trying to scare me so you can get back with Dan.
No way. I don't want Dan back. And I'm being serious. All the money you have might disappear with all the stuff that's happening. Dan really messed up. His social media is in chaos. Are you doing okay?
Wait, What do you mean our assets worth $10 million are almost zero? Why would it disappear? And what social media? Dan doesn't use that low-class stuff.
Your perfect investor husband has quite the online presence.
You're lying.
Oh my, you don't know? Dan has an investment account on social media. He brags about his assets, sometimes posts about his failures. He has quite a following, about 10,000 people.
That many?
Want me to send you screenshots?
No, there must be some mistake.
And I'm one of those followers. After we broke up, a friend showed me his account. Since Dan told me to watch over our happiness, I'd check it occasionally as a way to kill time.
I had no idea.
Funny how he never mentioned it to you.
He doesn't have to tell me everything.
It's actually quite interesting. He often posts educational content about investing, but his account has been in chaos lately. He keeps posting things like, I was scammed, my buildings and apartments are gone, they don't exist anywhere.
What are you talking about?
Your dream wedding might need some downsizing.
Stop it!
He posted recently about getting into real estate investment. Turns out it was a scam. How sad that your precious $10 million disappeared so quickly.
No, that can't be right. I know investing is risky, I'm not that naive. But Dan is smart, he always does well. Even when he loses, it's only a few $100,000, and he always makes it back with profit in the end.
You really believe everything he tells you?
He wouldn't lie to me.
Like he didn't lie to me.
That was different.
Looks like those past successes made him overconfident. His recent posts say, my life is over.
What?
Should I forward you his latest posts?
No, just tell me.
Seems like all those properties he owns were bought with loans. He kept posting about how the rental income was less than expected and he was in the red.
That's got to be a lie.
Check his accounts yourself.
He wouldn't make such risky investments.
In this situation, you'll have to cancel the wedding with its $200,000 price tag.
No way, that's not happening. Dan will definitely bounce back from this. Getting scammed once is nothing. We're still having our luxurious wedding. Just you watch.
Some things can't be fixed with blind faith.
You're just jealous. We'll prove you wrong. He couldn't bounce back. Dan's assets aren't just zero. My savings are gone too.
What? Don't tell me you got scammed too.
Everything's gone. Everything!
After all your confidence yesterday.
Dan took my savings and lost it all in failed investments.
What?
I thought you were just trying to ruin things for us.
I wish I had been wrong.
After our talk, I immediately contacted Dan. Turns out he really was scammed. We were supposed to buy buildings and apartments in Hawaii, but when his local friend checked, there was nothing but empty lots. The people Dan was dealing with just took the money and ran.
You gave him your savings without checking the investments?
I trusted him. He said it was guaranteed.
I heard these overseas scams are becoming more common lately. Never thought it would happen to someone so close to me.
How was I supposed to know? He showed me all these beautiful pictures.
The same way he showed you his love was real.
We can't even contact the people we were dealing with. We went to the police, but they said even if they catch them, we probably won't get our money back. So Dan and I decided to change our mindset and focus on making money again.
What?
We had to try something.
Please tell me you didn't invest more money.
Dan has real talent as an investor. If we lost money, we just need to make it back. So we started Forex trading with my savings. At first, it was going great. We turned $30,000 into $1 million.
What? Making that much in just one day? Dan really does have investing talent.
Right? Dan is amazing. So we went all in to try to recover everything at once. But we lost it all at the crucial moment.
Well, that must have been quite a tragic ending.
I don't know what to do anymore.
maybe start by admitting he's not the financial genius you thought.
We're completely broke now. What are we going to do about the wedding? We've already paid the deposit, and we're supposed to pay the full amount this month.
You're in no position to get married right now. You'll lose the deposit, but you need to cancel.
But all the preparations.
Better than going into more debt.
No way! We've already sent out invitations to everyone. It would be so embarrassing to cancel now.
Speaking as someone who's been through canceling a wedding after sending invitations, it's not that bad. Instead of being embarrassing, everyone was really supportive. They comforted me and took me out for nice meals to cheer me up.
Really?
Oh, wait, sorry. Your situation is completely different from mine. You two are the couple who betrayed me. Nobody's going to comfort cheaters like you.
That's...
Oh, did someone actually comfort you?
No one! I've been desperately messaging people asking to borrow money, but nobody's even responding. When they finally do answer after countless calls, they just refuse, and they're all saying they won't come to the wedding either.
Actually, it's good that everyone's declining. That makes it easier to cancel the wedding, right?
Good? This is not good! What's wrong with everyone? They could at least try to comfort us a little.
You two can comfort each other as husband and wife. Anyway, if you're going to cancel the wedding, make sure to let people know soon.
I can't face anyone anymore.
Now you know how I felt a year ago.
Sarah, can we try again? Get back together?
What, you suddenly contact me, and what are you even saying? Did the shock from the scam mess up your head?
Maybe it did. For the past 3 days and nights, Amy's been hurling nothing but verbal abuse. Between the shock, sleep deprivation, and more shock, I think I'm losing it.
I heard about you losing Amy's savings too. She's told me everything.
She told you about the Forex trading?
Every detail. How could you gamble with her savings?
Then that makes this easier. Amy's been screaming nonstop since then. She even started breaking things in the house. No matter how much I apologize, the money's not coming back, and every day is torture.
And whose fault is that?
I know I messed up.
Which time? Cheating or losing everything?
Both! You know I mean it!
I sympathize, but that's what you get. Amy's never invested before. Unlike you, Mr. Investor, she's not used to handling big losses.
But you were different, weren't you? When I was working at your company, no matter how badly I messed up, you were always there supporting me. Since yesterday, I can't stop thinking about you, Sarah. I keep thinking about how gentle you'd be in a situation like this.
What?
You always knew how to handle a crisis.
So I'm your backup plan?
I'm really sorry for betraying you a year ago, but come on, you'd forgive me, right? Even though I've lost everything and I'm a mess, you'd accept me back, wouldn't you?
Like hell I would, you delusional jerk. I can't believe you're saying this.
Huh?
You were gentle and supportive? Well, of course I was. I was your girlfriend then. But now you're just my ex. And not just any ex. You're the lowest of the low who cheated with my sister. You don't deserve any kindness.
Don't say that! We still have a chance. I'll work hard and start over. With you by my side, Sarah, I feel like I could bounce back.
You think I'm some kind of safety net?
You were always the reliable one.
Why should I ruin my life again for an idiot like you? Even babies can get back up on their own. You can do it by yourself too.
That's harsh. We had some good times together, didn't we?
Before or after you started cheating.
I never meant to hurt you.
You destroyed all of that. You trampled on my feelings and hurt me. Can't you even understand that?
Well?
Did you think about my feelings even once this past year?
I thought you'd moved on!
No matter how much you regret it or apologize now, I will never get back together with you. I'm never going to forgive you. Ever. Got it? Don't contact me again.
I really did love you once!
Save it for your next victim.
Goodbye, then!
That was the last I heard from Dan or Amy, and their wedding was canceled. They seemed too proud to announce the cancellation themselves, so the venue contacted everyone on their behalf. As for what happened to them after that, Amy went back to working at the nightclub to make ends meet. Dan keeps trying to grow their money through investments using what Amy earns at the club. However, they're stuck in a cycle where he gradually builds up some savings, only to lose it all in another bad investment, so they can't seem to save anything.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.